cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put the boys to rest like a temper feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me Folgers. Soldier, flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky, leave him floppy, face naughty. Talking all aki, think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, you too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm Rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touch down.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington Commanders. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And we are underway from FedEx Field. Pulls it in at the 13. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the second-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in, but when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jamal Agnew. 34 yards. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 25-yard line. They run with the Alabama rookie. That's Brian Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. You can keep that one. The key for him what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Lawrence to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, 29 yards. And the Jaguars are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll go play action. Howell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
They'll run with Gibson, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. second down and a run by Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. And Howe will throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Now Lawrence down around his goal line. Rolling to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So this, the 90th season of Washington football. Of course, here, the first season and first ever regular season game for the Washington Commanders. That name unveiled in a grand reveal back on February 2nd. The franchise opting to keep the burgundy and gold color scheme, adding the striking W logo on each side of the helmet and the single gold stripe running from front to back. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakin.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 13-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Jamin Davis, the one to get up from his linebacker spot and make that play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll run with Etienne and trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence flushed out right. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Let's go now. 50, play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Flush to his right. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retained possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence Dancing to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Faking the handoff, Howell. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And the penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. And the slot man goes in motion left. First down, Howell to throw. Going deep downfield for Roll. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. John Ross, 75 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. On the move to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown! Jamal Agnew. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jags will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Howell throwing on first down here. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On first down, Howell slings this deep from McLaurin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Howell. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ross. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
A throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
14 moving, 14, 19 right. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Howell throwing on third down here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to get it back here just past the 35. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence, sliding out of the pocket. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Lawrence will throw. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Again, it's Lawrence. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Howell from the gun. Throw right side complete to Dodson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down. Now Howell. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Back to throw, Howell. And my goodness, another interception. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd down throw for Howell. That one is slant to McLaurin. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now, because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Throwing here, Howell. Looking for Dodson, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You can have the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they go play action with Howell. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Second down, Howell now. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Howell. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Gibson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Off play action. It's Howell. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and the Jags are going to take possession of the football. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And they'll go again with Etienne. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Throwing now, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Hey, rock it, rock it. Check, 59, 59. Hey, it's up. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Get the edge. Go, go. Alert, flag.
The slot man in motion right.
Hey, nice 7.
Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. His pass caught at the 4. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.